Dear fellow scholars, this is a new episode with a special guest. Today we are going to find out why monkeys are so good at climbing trees. The question is, what makes them so much better than us at climbing? What makes them so much better than even the most trained rock climbers in the world? Well, it's not what you think. Of course, they have big brains. They can plan ahead, remember where they were and where they need to go next, and also have the dexterity to manipulate their limbs one after another to keep their balance. But no, these are not the critical adaptations that make them such great climbers. Instead, it is something else, something that took me by surprise. You see, when we think of how to move around in a three-dimensional space, we typically think of ourselves as these kind of general-purpose agents. We think we can walk, run, climb, swim, and fly, more or less. We can do all of these things, but we are not great at any of them. Our motor system seems to be a jack of all trades, but a master of none. But this is not the case for monkeys. When they climb, they don't just use their hands and feet like we would, because they have those too. Instead, they use their tails as well. And they do so because they are not the same as our tails. See, in monkeys, the tail has become an appendage that helps them climb. It is part of their hand-eye coordination system. And if that wasn't enough, they also have two additional tricks up their sleeves, or should I say their fur. First, monkeys have developed the ability to rotate their wrists almost 360 degrees. This means that they can hang from a branch with their palms facing up and then reach further with their hands to grab the next branch. This way, they can traverse a forest canopy with ease. And humans can't do that. And second, monkeys have a special climbing posture. When they climb, they basically hang from their tail and one leg, while they use the other leg to climb higher. With this posture, they can climb up a vertical surface with an efficiency that we can only dream of. And no, this is not how most primates move around. This is special to the monkeys. Now I am sure that you are curious about something. If their hands are so good at climbing, why don't they just hang from them and free up their legs to climb even faster? Well, they can do that too, but not for long. You see, when they hang from their hands, their shoulders are in a bad position. This way it is difficult for them to move their arms freely. So while they can climb like this, they get tired very quickly. However, hanging from their tail doesn't uncause any fatigue, because the tail is just an extension of their body. It is essentially part of their torso, so they can hang from their tail indefinitely. So what we learned from today's episode is that in order to become really good at something, we need to specialize. Just like the monkey has specialized climbing adaptations that we don't have. If we want to be good at something, we must put in the hours and become specialists ourselves. We must practice and practice some more. This is so important to understand because it applies not just to rock climbing, but pretty much everything in life. To excel at anything, it takes time and effort. There are no shortcuts. Now, if you think that you have put in the hours and still can climb as well as a monkey, don't be sad. After all, we build cities on the ground and not in the trees. But the next time you go climbing, remember that it is not the size that matters, but the technique. Thanks for watching and for your generous support, and I'll see you next time.